Everyone, Kat here, and I'm going to share my haul from the Stationery Fest in Chicago that, believe it or not, was a week ago this weekend. So here we go. One of the items from their shop, or their little shop that they had, was this very cute tote that is made out of a thick but pliable canvas. It goes about 10 inches across and 8 inches down, and it has this very nice bottom that goes about 5.5 inches. So when you unfold it, you can put in your traveler's notebook and everything else you need to do a little cafe journaling. I didn't get any of the iron-ons that a lot of you saw, and I think what I might do is, because I do embroidery, I might do some stationery-esque embroideries on this side or on these panels. Do not know yet, but this is one of the purchases that I got. When we went into we gave them a little ticket, and in return, they gave us this Fields notebook, and then also the little booklet that tells us where everything is, even though they did a fabulous job telling us on their Instagram feed so we could be prepared for that. Field Notes is a company that is manufactured in the U.S. and their home office happens to be in Chicago. So this was the freebie that everyone got. The image on the cover was designed by a printer of the name of Jen Farrell of Star Shape Press. That is in the Rosewood area of Andersonville. So you think this might be a drawing, but it actually isn't. It's just the little pieces that you put for when you do that type of work, and then pressed it out. While I was in line on the first day trying to get all of the paper and pencil-esque souvenirs, these are the things that I ended up getting. I got a sticker that is the shape of a stamp. I also got, that matches this, I'll show you. They also printed it out as a sticker and then also as a postcard. And I believe this one, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, I think this was part of Abby C's collection. Now that I'm looking at it, I might be wrong, but it looks like the same handwriting. So I also got this one. Got two other sticker sheets that shows their storefront, and if you ever get to Andersonville, this is exactly what their storefront looks like. So I thought that was really cute that they were able to do that. And this was replicas of the stamps when you go in the store. They have their own stamp. And then of course I had to get a postcard because I like collecting postcards. Next up, we're going to do Soft Paper Studio. Now, Soft Paper Studio used to be, I don't want to get it wrong, used to be Sweet Freckle Design. Now, I was aware of Sweet's Freckle Design, but I never purchased anything from her shop. She is a local vendor of Chicago. And when they were showing the vendors and what they were bringing, I started following her under her new name of Soft Paper Studio. And I made my little list of what I wanted to get, and these are the items. Now, there was a couple items that were held up that she wasn't able to bring in person, and this morning I purchased those items. So I'll share those at another time. But the first thing I got is, when it was still under her other name of Sweet Freckles Designs, is this passport size notebook. It has 192 pages. It's 68 GSM, Tyrol River paper, and a 4mm grid. What am I going to do with it? I have absolutely no idea, but when I saw it in person, I just fell in love with the color, and it has the semicolon, which is a very important symbol that we use in the mental health community. So I am putting it in this Portland Leather Goods passport size for now, and thanks to meeting V of What's Up V. She does stamping all over her traveler's notebooks, and she says you need to just do it. And so of course I waited until I got home to try this one. So I might do this on a couple more of my leather ones. So I purchased that. I also purchased this one. She got especially made for the Chicago Fest. Now this one is also Tomoe River paper. It's white. Yeah, both of them are white. But this one has a white border, and then it's also 4mm grid, and it only has 100 pages. So this is what this one looks like. And this is probably like a letterpress. It has the bean and then the famous skyline. So I'm looking forward to using that one too. I have some ideas for that. She also loves eggs. And luckily, I, with some others, were able to go to the Traveler's Notebook meetup that was hosted by her. And I asked her, what's the love of the egg? I know Job of Job Journals likes the eggs, and there's some other people that like the eggs. And she says it's the roundness, especially when the yolk. She says the roundness of the yolk, or how you can make the white really circular and round. And so I thought, okay, I get it. So I decided to jump on the egg bandwagon. I think Kelsey of kelsey.doodles likes the fried egg too. So I purchased these. These are Post-it notes, and it says talk stationery to me. Then I got this sticker. Let me bring the camera down so you guys can see it. So here's the first one. Talk stationery to me. Not today. Pocket of cuteness. And then, let's see, some other ones before I show this one. I went to Chicago, and all I got was the sticker. And then these were of mental health oriented, and I really like that. She says mental health is very important to her, and especially since I'm a mental health counselor and training student, I really wanted to support as much as I saw, because there's some booths that I wasn't able to see, that if they had something that had to do with mental health, I tried to purchase from them. So she had this one, which says, inhale, exhale, and then it has her name, Soft Paper Studios. Breathe, you got this. Friendly reminder, you are enough. Hey, be patient with yourself. You're doing the best you can, which is very important. And then this is a really cute little receipt, or not receipt, but like a business card that she put with all the orders. So of course, you know, that's going to go into my notebook. Moving on, this next person was very new to me. I just love the setup of her booth. And her name is Jenny Yip, an artist and illustrator. And her little company's called Muji Studio. And I was attracted to these because of the cuteness, and it really inspired me wanting to try to collect more of these and even draw more of this style of artwork. So I got some sashimi sushi, some steam buns, You're So Beautiful, the bowl of pho. Then I have the rice treat, Hopeless Romantic, Ramen-matic. I thought that was cute. And this one, this is why I have trust issues. If anyone's old enough to have a grandma, aunt, mother that put all their supplies for sewing inside the butter cookie tin, then you'll get that one. So I thought that was really cute. So that's one of the stores I stopped by. And let's see, I stopped by the Traveler's Notebook Company. I'm going to talk more about my whole experience, but I got to stop there. And I was able to purchase a couple of these. I know sometimes it's hit and miss on their website when they have these, so I purchased a few of them, and I'm holding it this way so you can see the whole layout because I didn't want to take them out of the packages yet. But these are passport sizes, and this is like letterpress. Very, very impressive with the quality of that. While I was there, I was able to ask on behalf of Kelly Love Letters. She gave April a few of her stickers that she made it for their podcast, which I'm a very, very strong supporter of, the Stationery Cafe. And this is one that came to mind for Kelly to create when just things that are happening in the world today. And so it says Stationery Cafe, a safe space for decent people. And it has a notebook, pen, coffee, and then the little semicolon again. So I really appreciate their honesty and how they invite everyone in at the table at their cafe when they're doing their podcast. Oh, I got at the Traveler's Notebook thing, I also got the tote that everyone got a couple months ago. They had those out, so I got that one. We're moving on to Shady Pine Papers Company. This is the first time I was not aware of them at all until they did showing all of the vendors, which I think was a really good job for them to show each vendor and what they're going to be bringing. And what was kind of cool is that I was able to give them some of my, I gave them the card that I've shared before that I created from this. This is the original. So if you were at the fest and got one of my cards, this is the original watercolor. And we were talking about art and such. And so I gave them some of my other stickers I had. And so she gave me a few back. And this is before I even purchased anything. And so she gave me this one, their card, and then these. And it was kind of cool because they're based in, if I remember, she said they're from LA, but they did a thing with the Chicago Cubs. And a lot of us went towards the bean, the hot dog, and deep dish pizza. But they did this because this is the sign that you see on the outside the Wrigley Field. So that was cool. I got these stickers. I believe they're stickers. Correct me if I'm wrong. One of Pisces for my bestie and then a Scorpio for me. I thought those were kind of cute, so I got those. And then I got the little pack that they went in collaboration with a California-based artist named Gita Cassia. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even want to try to pronounce your last name. I do not want to butcher it, but I believe you would pronounce her first name Geet. And this is a sticker sheet that she wrote or drew with everything, with the bean and the skyline. And believe it or not, this is very fun fact. And if you can find it when you're in Chicago, you know, it's a photo opportunity of where the Route 66 began. So within the same pack, you got this, and then you got the same pizza sticker on a postcard. And this is the back of the postcard. There we go. Make sure it's in frame. Then we got a sticker with the same characters but shrunk down into a little circle sticker, which I thought was cute. And then I really like this one. She had this in two different colors. Travelers, Explorers, Memories, Stories, Wander, Roam, Journal. And I thought this, I just really liked the layout. And this was very inspiring. I would like to try to do more artwork in that fashion. So that is from the Shady Pine Paper Company. Try not to mix everything up. Moving on. Here we go. There was so many cool local artists there. Pineberry Paper. I've known her for a couple of years because she inspired me of trying to do art fests and stuff. I do not do the particular type of stickers like she does and others like, you know, the sheet stickers and stuff. But when she showed this was going to be at the fest, I had to get it. Truth be told, I'm not one that usually gets little gadgets like this, but I couldn't resist. It's like an Instagram post, and it says, enjoy the little things, little life. And as you know, the word of the year is enjoy. So I'm like, I have to get that. So it's black on one side and white on the other side. They had 2 sizes of this one, and then they had one that looked like a computer. So luckily I got there in time. She was given permission to use the symbol from the stationery, the one that they were using, this one right here. So she got that made up. Then she has the Chicago flag. I'm hoping, let me put this behind some paper, and it'll probably show a little better. There we go. I'm not a cat person. I don't own a cat, but since you all call me Cat here, I got a cat with a little pencil. I got a fountain pen, some paints, coffee cup, a journal, a lemon, and sushi. I like sushi. Me and my husband in the summertime, we sell lemonade at our farmer's market. So, and there's room. I have room for some more charms. She had so many charms to choose from. I wasn't able to speak to her directly, but her friend Sue was the one that was putting these together for us. So it was just a really nice memento, I think, that I'll be able to have for years to come. Once all the stickers and all the paper are used up. Next, this is a new shop to, whoop, we already did this one. I apologize. We already did that one. That was a new shop to me, but I have another new shop to me. This one is Nini Market out of New York City, and she had this very cute, it's reflective, so let me see if I can get it to there we go. As you know, it's the year of the snake, so she has this cat that she always draws, and then she has a snake. And then she gave me a little postcard with a little autograph there. So, of course, that's going to go into my notebook. Then another new artist to me. This is Ameruu. Ameruu. Apologize if I mispronounced your name. The whole set was You and Me in Starfield World Under the Same Sky. So I think that's the name of the series that she did here. This is gorgeous watercolor paper these were printed on. Let me bring this up a little. There we go. So this is a cute little character eating some breakfast. And look, I grabbed it too because I saw the eggs. This one, as you know, it's cherry blossom season starting all over that on the Pacific Northwest, Washington, D.C., and of course in Japan. And so there's a little character up there. And then I got this one. It has a fox and a bird and some mail. And so I just fell in love with the watercolors of these and the texture of the paper. Moving on, here is another Chicago-based artist. I met her 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago on Stationery Day. That was my first time. It's like right before, right when Paper and Pencil opened up their store. They asked them for local artists, and this was one of the artists. And I got a sheet of stickers. It'd be on a paper like this, and she had it where you would. It said, like, go to the museum, have deep dish pizza, get French fries with ketchup, things like that. And I was hoping she'd had some of those. And I don't know if she had them because I was able to finally get to her booth on Sunday. And so instead, I decided to get this one. Feeling stabby, I do needlepoint. And so, and not cross stitch as much, but needlepoint. So I thought that was really cute. So that is Madhouse Crafting Company. She has some really cute items. This was a new company to me also. I know other companies have created this type of stamp, but this I was drawn to. Once she had it stamped out so you could see what it would, look like. Because sometimes it will look like a cool stamp and then it doesn't stamp the same way. This is from the Well-Appointed Desk out of Kansas City, Missouri. Her name is Anna. And I've always wanted one of these to use for my fountain pens and when I get new inks and things of that nature. Let's put it on a solid paper. There we go. That might be easier to see. So you have the brand and the color, pen, ink, date, currently inked, new fave, shading, sheen, shimmer, multi-chrome, sample, bottle, cartridge. Here's a sample bottle and then these different other cool bottles. And then what I really like too is from extra fine nib all the way up to 1.1. So people that want to, write about it or they get a new nib or something, you can stamp that by where you're going to do it. So for example, if you don't know what a sample bottle is, they usually look like this, and then you have up to 5 mLs. If you have someone that's really generous, they'll give you a big sample, or sometimes they'll only give you a couple mLs of it. Usually a lot of the fountain pen inks come in huge bottles. For example, let's see off the side here. Let me find one of my huge bottles. I got this when I was living in Portland, Oregon. And I still have lots and lots of the ink. This is from, let's see, the Pelican one. I think this is a 50 ml. Tons of ink still. And I've given off samples too. So I really like this and I cannot wait to start using this in my journal. Once again, that's from Well-Appointed Desk. Before I talk about the other things, I was able to stop by the shop that was having Kelsey Doodles journal. I did not take her class, but I knew that Kubu and Lucy had some of her items and then some from these other items that I'm going to show you. And so she just got these in right before she came to Chicago Moomin. And I got all 3 that she had. Angry, happy, and thinking. Let's see. Yeah. So I thought this would be a little different for me to use as mood stickers. Not saying I'm going to use them every day or every time. This, some of these look thinking, but some of them look kind of like sad. So I just thought this was a different way of showing your mood if you're going to track it or just talk about it. And then I thought what was really cute on the back of these is that they had these little tags that you could cut up and use. And they're showing like message cards, bookmarks, ornaments, or, on a gift. So I purchased those 3 at Kubu and Lucy. I received this beautiful card. And then this was a thank you sticker for shopping there. I received this one. And then this is a new person to me too, in the sense that I wasn't following her until now, and I'm obsessed watching the videos when she draws with the ink pen. I've never had that confidence. I usually do pencil and then I'll trace over it. But maybe watching her videos and trying to figure out a character of my own that I can draw over and over again, I might get that confidence up. But her drawings are so packed full of information, but so simple at the same time. And that's what I think I'm in awe with. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. The paper itself is shiny too, so I apologize. But this little guy here, if you look at it, it's a shape of a D. and then the other items. And so I just like, it's just amazing. So I really enjoyed watching those, and now I have some of her artwork. This one is called Cat's Quiet Life, and then Cozy Moments. And then I got some of Kelsey.Doodles items. I did not take her class, but I was able to get this on Sunday. They still had some there. So I didn't get the tin, but this is what the tin cover looks like. I got the sticker instead. Danny of Danny B. Delights. She gave me a sample of the PET tape of Kelsey.Doodles in a swap recently, and I really liked it, but then when I saw it again, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'd use all of it. So then I saw this, and I said, this is a perfect amount for me. She put in the days of the week. Who doesn't like that? You always can use those stickers. And then these are samples of little collages from her notebook that she made into artwork. And then this is the infamous Traveler's Notebook. She made it the exact size as a Traveler's Notebook that will fit the insert inside a Traveler's Notebook. And she was very proud of that fact. And I really appreciate her telling us about that, because sometimes people go, this will fit in your TN, and then it's too big, and then you have to cut it down. So it came with this cute little brown bow. This is what the cover looks like. These are pages from her collages she's done in her journal. And then the gist of it is it's 52 journal prompts. And she picked different prompts. I'm not going to like really share them, but each of them came with artwork, and then you can put the date and the mood. And she says just do one every week for 52 weeks, or if you're really obsessed, you could do it for 52 straight days. You know, it's up to you. But the inside of the cover I thought was really cute. This journal belongs to, and then start and finish, which I think is neat. And then insert a picture of yourself. What legacy will you be leaving behind? So I got a picture with her, so I think I'm going to print it out and put that right there. She also recently in her stories said this particular paper she chose is kind of smooth feeling, but she said that it is fountain pen friendly and also gel pen friendly. So that's good to know when I start using this. I was able to then later on talk to her. It was a fabulous conversation that we were able to have. And at the end of our conversation, if you follow her on Instagram, she gave me a couple of the little stickers that she was making to give out to people. So those are very, very special also. Real quick, back to the Kubo and Lucy stationery. I was able to get some of these. I Am Coffee and Tea. She was mentioning that she was going to give them away. She does have a video on her YouTube channel if you really want to know the reason why she was doing that. So I was able to get some on Saturday. Then one of her friends came out to the line on Sunday and was handing them out. So now I have those. All right, one of the meetups I went to was the sticker swap. I'm not going to bore you with all the different type of stickers I got. They're just stickers that people didn't want, just like at any other place that any other show you go to, and you know, it's like, I don't want this, do you want to have that? I did bring some things for the other place where they were like saying, you know, if you like the giveaways and stuff, you don't want it anymore. I put my bag down on Saturday, and then when I went up like a half hour later, my bag was gone. So that made me happy that the items I brought went to a new home. So the person that was in charge of it was Stephanie of Stephanie Makes Stuff. She gave me these really cute stickers. I don't know if you can, whoops, there we go. Holographic star stickers. But also she created on that new fancy dancy sticker machine, printer sticker machine. So she made this, and so she gave one out to everyone that went to the swap. These are her birds. And then she did some, you know, Chicago type of things. And then if you've been here for a while, or if you're new, go to my video list. I did a watercolor of doing one of her quotes. One time she just said, "Life just gets extra lifey." And I really liked that. And so I did this drawing in watercolor, and I sent her a copy. And then she, in turn, made stickers for me. So I thought that was very sweet of her. And I'm pretty impressed with this sticker printer machine myself. She says it's so much easier than any of the cutting machines that she's used in the past. So that was one of the meetups. The other meetup was a fountain pen ink swap meetup. So I want to give a shout out to Bill of Bill I Am 75. He was handing out these little samples. So thank you, Bill, because now I'll get to use my new stamp set, and this will be one of the first samples I can talk about. This is from Troublemakers Ink, and it's called Hanging Rice. And it has a little sample here, and it looks like it's green and then probably hues of yellow in it. So I'm looking forward so much of trying this sample out. I did get some other inks I'm going to show you, yet I'm not going to swatch them in this video. Okay, moving on to another ink I got to meet and talk with Eric of Amarillo Stationery, another Chicago-based stationery store. His presence is mostly online, and then in person of pen shows that he goes to, and of course at the Stationery Fest. I've always wanted to get an ink from him, and since he was going to be at the Stationery Fest, I decided to wait until then to get my very first purchase from him. I wanted to get all the inks, but I'm like, no, just one this time, and then I'll build up my collection. The one I decided to get is the Toasty Joggers. And it looks like this. And he had his swatch book out, and there was a little more darkness to it and stuff, so I'm looking forward to it. I like different brown tone inks. And, I mean, how cute is this? I just love the label of it. And as you can tell, this is his mascot. So I got the patch. I used to collect patches, and now I want to collect patches again to put on my notebooks. And then this one I really liked. It was Station Nerdy and with glasses in the middle. So that was Amarillo Stationery. Had some really cool stuff also there for like miniature painting sets and stuff like that. I did go to one class, and before I show you that, at their little shop, when we picked up our tickets, and then at the fest itself, they had these Penco Clampies. I have 4 of them now, so I guess I have a collection. I have these 2, yellow and orange, and I really, really like them. Especially the Traveler's Notebook size. I take mine always out of the cover. I never journal with it in the cover. But let me just show you. You can go like this, and it lays out flat. Or, let's say there's a lot of pages, and it's not a Traveler's Notebook, it's another type of notebook. You can do this, and it like weighs it on either side, and it holds lots of stuff together. So I was hesitant first because they're made out of plastic, but it's good quality, and they have little teeth here. So if you're looking for a good clip for your journaling and stuff, I would recommend these if I was endorsing them. Okay, I did go to one class And the class was taught by a local artist. She's originally from Wisconsin, now lives in Chicago. And for the ones that are watching this and we're at the fest, let me take this out so you can, her name is Anne. This is what she looks like. If you recognize this, when you were in Ravenwood, she is the one that drew it. All the light poles had little flags, and that's her art. So she was giving us that, and then she gave us a couple other little samples of her artwork. And so this is another sample she gave out. This is a journaling page, the type of style she was teaching us. And then at the end of the class, she was giving a giveaway. And then there was one that was about menopause, and I really, really wanted that one. But instead, I got the human oddity of the middle-aged woman, which I thought was pretty cool too. So this is her style of art. So that's inspirational to me to try to do something, not to copy her, but be inspired by these artists and trying to bring some of their creativity, how they like place things on the page, you know, into my own artwork. So this is the book that she gave us. It's called A Reverse Book by Rhoda. I've never had a book from this company before. It's 160 pages, 80 sheets in centimeters for us people in America. An 8x8 book, or 21 by 21 centimeters, and then the paper is 80 grams. It's smooth, really smooth. She had us try alcohol ink markers. I've never tried them before, and that's okay. I don't need them. And that's my personal preference. Like, some people don't like watercolor, they don't like acrylics. And so what she did is she gave us this blotter paper, which I use anyways, to soak up anything so it doesn't go onto the next page, because most of her pages are with the alcohol ink. She only, when she does these journals, she uses only one page. So I did a reel about it, but I'll show you my page that I then did at home, because I don't know about you, but I always feel rushed in class, even if it might be a 2-3 hour class. I just feel rushed. And so what I did was really not me. I was just putting stuff on the paper. But when I got home, I was able to settle down and decide to use circles, because she was mentioning when you put a frame around it, it makes it that much more special. And you know what? She's right. So I just showed a little thing of me getting ready with my bag, which I'll talk about in another video, going to go get my my ticket, and then I got to meet up with my friend Talia, who I've known for almost 4 years, and this is the first time we got to meet in person, and it was just wonderful. And see, here's that clip I got at the store, that green clip I just showed you, and then a bottle of ink that I'm going to talk about in just a second. And then I just wrote something about it. So that's doodling, journaling for you. I have done this in the past. I just recently found some pages about doodling journaling that I'm going to write posts about over on my Substack account. So, but I've done that before. It's just sometimes I will do something, and then once I do it, that's it, and I move on. That's just the way my brain works. So now we're getting to the end of this. Thank you for hanging out. And, oh, one last thing. Let's see, before I show you the stuff from Atlas that I got. This might be for people that go to other stationery fests like the one in Houston and stuff. And if you don't want to do the stamp rally, or you want to do that and you still want some more of their stamps, I brought a piece of paper, sticker paper. And let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. So if you're going to like a stationery fest or somewhere where there's a lot of stamps, you can bring a piece of sticker paper, and then I only did it at the Soft Paper Studio, and I think Kubo and Lucy one, but I just stamped it all over, and so then I can cut it out and then I can put it in my journal for later. So that's just a little hint. Okay, I was not influenced at all, but I was encouraged by my friend Talia, who is also a pen lover and an ink lover of all kinds. And before I purchased these, I was just going to get this and then call it a day. This is Tom's Studio. I'm going to do a more in-depth video about this, but this is from England. And this particular one is called Mallard, a deep green blue or deep blue green. And I purchased this one. And then also, this is my first time for this company of Linen Bar. I'm sorry, let me try that again. Linen Toolbar. And this one is Dried Logan, and it's in the browns family, dark, kind of coffee brown to light brown. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. I also purchased the refillable pens from Tom's Studio. I was watching Talia on one of her lives, and she was sharing about this new pen she got when she was at the Baltimore Pen Show. And I did some research, and I was very fascinated with it. It's an aluminum pen, and this particular one is the Pro Dual. I always do that when I show people this. I haven't tried it out yet, but you can have 2 tips at one time. So let's see, you have a brush tip, and then you have a fine tip. So if you're doing something and then you have to turn and do something else like that, you have that option. But wait, there's more. It comes with a little vial of sampled ink. I think he called it Midnight Blue. Or, yeah, something like that. It comes with some grips, so you can put this over the tip when you have to unscrew it to put a new tip on it. So you don't have to worry about getting inky hands. And then it came with all these tips from 0.1 all the way to 0.5 wide. Also with a bullet point, let's see, what do they call it? Chisel point, and then also a brush. And so you have the fine liners, and then you have the writing. These are the writing ones. These are the fine liners. And if you go over onto Tom's Studio, I really like his story behind this. And it made a lot of sense to me, especially for someone that does line art, which I haven't done in a while because my fine liners always dry up or they skip. And then they're very expensive, and then I have to wait to buy new ones. So I think using this system will inspire me to just draw that much more. And let me show you the inside. Each of them comes with a little cartridge type of thing that you soak up the ink. But what's really cool, according to their video, is once you've used up all the ink, you can rinse it out. And I believe let it dry, then you can try it with another ink. So that, I'm just like, okay, I'm sold. So I will definitely do a more detailed video on that. And then its little sibling here is called the Wren. You can also get this Loomis half the size, but I don't think that would work for me. I need something a little longer. So don't let this fool you. It actually comes apart, and it has kind of like this plunger thing, and then now you have a pen. Now I know I just said I don't want something, small like for this one, but this one, the way that it lays on your hand, I tried it out, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. It comes with the same system. It does not come with any other tips, but it does come with a little sample of ink. And depending on the pressure, it comes with it's 0.3 to 0.5, he said, depending on the pressure if you do of writing. So those were my 2 huge purchases. I did at Atlas while I was down at the pen show. And then very quickly I got some goodies from people in passing by. Like I told you, I gave out stickers. when a lot of people recognized me with my bag. And then also I gave out my Chicago card hot dog. So I met Caroline before. I completely blanked out that I knew her from before, and she even mentioned like we met before real quickly. But she goes by Caroline May and then _M. And this is the card that she gives out. And then it has a matching sticker. This says Queer and Tired. This was given to me by a girl who admired one of my LBT pens, and I gave her the pen, and so she gave me that. Cozy Stationery Friends Club set up a meetup last Friday, and so I wasn't able to make it, and so I told him about that, and he gave me this instead. This girl was just handing these out. And so this looked really cute. And here's another one, Chicago Stationery Fest. This one, Chicago Best, Windy City. This is just a little pack of coffee journaling and my favorite moments. My friend Talia was giving out cards too. And she put different quotes on them. And this one says, "Hey, stationery pal. Fountain pens and forever friends. Let's write, Talia." And so then she gave where you can find her on Instagram and her Patreon. She's known as Chase on Olives over on Instagram. The next little set, she was on her way out. Through messaging, we're like, yeah, if we meet up, we need to, be able to meet up and take a picture. Well, that didn't happen, and that's okay. She handed me a pack and handed Talia a pack. And then when I recognized her name of 2 cats and a planner, I went, ah! I grabbed my camera and tried to find her, and she disappeared. And that was all right. And so I messaged her and told her that she was there with her husband. They were using it as a vacation too, which I think is great when you're able to do 2 things, vacation and a fest. But this is the pack of stickers that she gave us, which I thought was really, really cute. The California Stationery Club. The cat mom in her sweater. It looks like a fountain pen. These 2 cats. And then another one, which I think she uses for her calling cards. So that was really cute. Oh, here, let me show you a close-up of this one again. Very detailed. I also have a new stationery friend. Her name is Tara from Michigan, and she's known as Knitting Gnome on Instagram, and we totally twinned out. We have so many things in common of things that we like to use, like Fiesta plates that we both have, and we have some of the same fountain pens, etc., etc., etc. And so this was her little thing that she was giving out to everyone. And I thought that was adorable. At the fountain pen meetup, besides getting that little sample, I got these 2 from the lady that was running it. And so, of course, I'm going to add that to my book. Oh, and then Tara, I know that this is very popular amongst people. I have not purchased from her store, and she was there for a little bit at the Stationery Fest. I saw her in passing, and so I told her, I said, well, I've never really used her stuff, so she made me this little sample of washi of Helen's stuff. So I think this is going to be really cute in my journal. And then last but not least, this other person was giving this out, and I cannot find who the name was, but she handed it out, and so I'm like, I gave her one of my cards. And that is it. Thank you for watching this. And this is probably a lot easier for me to do instead of going live. I guess I'll just stick to going lives on Instagram. Until the next one, bye.